On the first day of Operation Drumbeat, we have already managed to sink one enemy ship with gunfire. Other U-boats on the American East Coast report success after success. The Americans in particular seem to have been surprised by our attacks on their coast. I'm really looking forward to reaching the Gulf of Maine, where we will hopefully encounter a lot of American shipping. For now, we continue west-southwest along the coast of Nova Scotia. If the armament on the Canadian ship that we sunk is an indicator, then the Commonwealth forces are much better prepared to resist our attacks than the Americans are. We will have to be careful while we are in their waters. Still, if at all possible, I will continue to use our deck gun against ships of smaller size, and we will save our torpedoes for some really big and juicy targets. Hoping to find enemy coastal shipping, we have traveled parallel to the coast of Nova Scotia in shallow waters, but now my navigator informs me that we only have a depth of 25 meters below our keel. We are crossing the Bronquerolles Bank. Should our enemies discover us out here, there will be no place for us to hide, and they will be able to bomb us into oblivion. It is vital that we do not get detected by the enemies before we cross this bank and once again head into deeper waters. I made the decision that we will stay submerged during daylight hours and surface at night. This approach will be a drain on our fuel reserves because of the need to recharge our batteries, but it is safer this way. Even so, I am well aware that should an enemy plane overfly our submerged boat and one of their crew members happen to look down towards the surface of the water, he will most likely see the silhouette of a submarine beneath the waves. If that should happen, and they drop bombs on us, we will have no advance warning at all. It will just be over in an instant. Such thoughts are better banished from one's mind, but it is at times difficult to do so, especially when there's little else to do. Once the sun had set, we dared to resurface again and recharged our batteries as we continued our journey on the surface. I was sure that by morning light we would have reached slightly deeper waters and regained our ability to crash dive in case that enemy airplanes were sighted. Lookouts have spotted smoke on the horizon. We increase our speed to intercept the contact. Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of our amazing Silent Hunter 3 campaign with the OneAlex Edition. So, today we have a ship on the horizon over there, but first let me tell you which day it is and where we are. So, it is January the 17th, 1942. We just entered BB77, the quadrant, which is basically more or less west of Halifax here. We are on our way into the Gulf of Maine to hopefully sink a bunch of American shipping there. And right now on the horizon, you might be able to see it if YouTube doesn't mess things up. Right there, you can see two masts coming over the horizon and a little bit of a smoke plume here. I don't know what that is. Let's see if we can get a better look with the user. So let's look. What bearing was it? There. Okay. I see something that looks like a red flag. And I have a feeling that the vessel that we are looking at is not a particularly big one. Otherwise, I think that at this point I would be seeing more of it. So this might be another target for our deck gun if that turns out to be a small unarmed vessel. Then we are gonna close in and use our deck gun to engage. The waters that we are in here are a little bit risky for us because they are at times very shallow. Earlier here we had a water depth of only about 20 something meters, so that was really scary. But right now it is a bit deeper, 95 meters. It will get a bit deeper when we enter the Gulf of Maine. But until then we are crossing these shallows. I know I could head out to sea and stay in the deep waters here. However, encountering and sinking coastal shipping is precisely what I want here on this patrol. And that might be a target for us. I'm burning a little bit more fuel right now. We are sailing at a speed of 40 knots. Fuel reserves are dwindling. We have used up more than 1/3 of our fuel. Generally you say that, well, you use 1/3 to get to your patrol area, you use 1/3 in your patrol area, and you need 1/3 to get back home. This patrol will not be like that. We will spend much more than 1/3 until we reach the Gulf of Maine. We will be down to almost half our fuel reserves. We won't be able to spend much time there. But I hope we won't have to, that we'll find plenty of targets that we can then sink. For now though, let's focus on this little bugger that is in front of us here. The only thing that I need to be careful right now of is, well, enemy aircraft. So, Halifax is not far away. Oh, didn't want to do that. Halifax is not far away. Just 170 kilometers. And I expect that there are air bases here, somewhere. So we are well within range. As soon as we start engaging this ship, we better sink it fast, because they might be receiving help from the air. So we will really have to be quick when we start to engage this thing. And we probably would be advised to then stay submerged for the remainder of the day. It is midday right now, local time, so that's not too long. But yeah, we have to be a little bit careful. But don't worry, we'll make things work as always. By the way, before we keep closing in... No, actually, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later what I want to tell you. Let's first keep closing in, and I'll bring you back once we have a better idea of the ship that we are facing here. Welcome back. We have turned in to head towards the ship, and surprise, surprise, they are armed. There's a gun shooting at us. There, amidships. Right there it is. Seems to have stopped shooting for now. We are still quite far away, so there's really no point in shooting yet. And give me a range estimation. Not a weather estimation, range estimation. How far away are we? 6.5 kilometers. Yeah, most definitely too far away. Let them keep engaging us. I'm going to close the distance a little bit faster. I wonder if I should cut behind them, deny that gun its firing angle. I think that seems sensible. Let's turn. Yep, they are shooting at us. But at this range, their chances to hit us are minuscule. They really are. All the shells are landing far away from us. I hope it stays that way. They can't have a big gun on their ship either. That has to be some small caliber stuff. Maybe just a 3-inch gun or something like that. Really nothing big. So, we are now going to rapidly close the distance as another shell keeps screaming in. God knows where that went. No idea. Don't see any impacts around us. There comes another shell. But it's absolutely hopeless for them at this range. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're presenting a narrow profile. Really no chance at all for them. But they are enthusiastic though, I'll give them that. They're shooting shell after shell. I'll soon return fire. For the time being, we will keep closing in and hope that we don't get hit along the way. They shouldn't really be able to hit us. We are sailing fast. Their gunnery is certainly not the best. Let me check something. There they are. That must be a Canadian ship. And there is indeed a gun amidships right there. Oh, that one was close. Okay. Turn left. Let's zigzag a bit. Throw off their aim. We won't allow them to dial in the range. Watch officer range estimation. 5 kilometers. I mean, for 5 kilometers they are not bad. Okay. Watch officer. Give me both deck and flag guns. I want to be prepared in case that some aircraft start diving out of the clouds. Gun, hold fire. We are still way too far away. 30 degrees right. Continue to zigzag. Damn, I'm burning a lot of fuel for this small ship here. Oh, it's good that I turned. That landed on our left side next to us. Seem to be getting the range in. I think it's time that we return the favor. Deck gun, open up. Sure, at this range you're gonna miss a lot of your shots, but some might hit. And I don't think that ship will take too many hits before it goes down. It's not a big ship. Deck gun. You're aiming for the waterline, excellent. So, there's something that I wanted to tell you. Do you remember in the previous episode I talked about the flight sim series that I eventually want to make? And I mentioned that I'm really only waiting for the release of something. Well, I said that last week. And, of course, just a few days later, OBD releases the awaited expansion for Wings Over Flanders Field, which is the flight sim that I wanted to take a look at. So I guess now I'll actually have to do it. I'll actually have to do what I said and do that series. For those of you who don't know Wings Over Flanders Fields, it's a pretty awesome World War I flight simulation. And it has just received another expansion. And I was waiting for that. There we go, a nice hit. Oof, shit. There we go, hit on us. We are fine? No damage. No real damage. Well, give him hell, boys. It's really just a small pea shooter they have up there. Just to be sure. Oh, come on. You. I need you on the Hubsman station, and I will need you. Oh, we got hit again, didn't we? Okay, now we do have some issues that we need to fix, I guess. There's no systems damage yet, but we have been hit. Siegfried. Repair crew is on station. They're gonna be fine. This is a risky game that I'm playing here. We are thousands of kilometers away from home. If I receive significant damage to some systems that can't be repaired, I'm essentially stuck out here with those issues. So guys, you better start hitting that thing really, really hard. Ah, shit. Sometimes you see it coming. Oof. Short. They're getting more accurate as we are closing in, of course. My boys are not really performing as expected. Come on. Pummel that thing. So, let's talk about Wings Over Flanders Field for a little bit longer. It's a pretty awesome World War I flight simulation. It has just received an expansion. And today that I'm recording this is Saturday. The expansion was released a day ago. Oh, I blew up their gun. There we go, boys. The gun is gone. Turn in directly towards them. Gunners, hold fire. Hold your fire. They are done. I'm gonna close in. Their gun just blew up. Nice. I'm gonna close in and ensure that my gunners are accurate with every shot. Unless, of course, they have some kind of heavy anti-aircraft armament that I didn't see. There might be something on the back here. Yeah, I think there's a 50 cal here. Okay, I have to keep my distance a little bit. Range estimation. 2.5 kilometers. We can get a little bit closer before we resume firing. But I have to be aware of that machine gun. But they are screwed. If aircraft don't dive out of the sky right now, they are royally screwed. So, back to the topic. Today is Saturday. And I am dead tired, which might be a reason why I didn't dive as soon as those shells started to land close to me. Maybe my judgment is a bit clouded. But you can thank Wolfpack for that. So, Wolfpack from the night of Friday on Saturday streamed Wings Over Flanders Field on YouTube. And I watched the whole stream. It was very enjoyable. But, well, he's in Texas, I'm in Germany. The time difference is brutal. And so by the time his stream was done, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. So, I can't say I got much sleep. So maybe if I screw up here, you can blame him. Send him my regards. But I'm happy to say that it looks like he'll be doing a series on Wings Over Flanders Fields 2, which I'm very much looking forward to. Gunners resume shooting. They are starting to engage us with the machine gun. Come right. Don't close the range anymore. Oof, that was basically a direct hit on the machine gun, but it's still shooting. If we take that air too, then it's curtains for them. For their weapons. But okay, we can just keep broadside. Slow us down. I don't think the machine gun can reach us here. So we can keep pummeling them. That's good. Well, apparently the machine gun can reach here, because we just had bullets whiz overhead, but at this range, hitting us with a machine gun? Not very likely. It's more likely that we hit with our deck gun. Saying that, we immediately get hit, of course. Okay, speed up again. Guys, start hitting. We are not far. Not far at all, but our ship is rolling in the waves a bit. That's not making things easier, absolutely not. Right now every single shot is going long. Yeah. Even though we are actually aiming for the waterline. Bullets whizzing close by. Those rounds can't really damage us. No chance. Okay, turn 10 degrees right. Maybe our rolling will be stopped by that. Maybe we're at a bad angle going through the waves. There we go. Finally a hit on the superstructure. No fires as of yet. Once again long. That is a small ship there. Spending way too much ammunition on that thing. Another good hit. We are still rolling like crazy. But my gunners seemingly are finding the range. Nah. No idea why we are all of a sudden rolling so much in these very tiny waves. But it's really throwing off the aim of my gunners. There we go, something detonated in their rear. That was a big hit. How are we looking for ammunition, by the way? 118. Oh, we have more than enough. And we still have all our torpedoes. That's incredible. This thing will go down soon. These small ships can't take much punishment. Okay, their machine gun stopped shooting, slow us down. And we have a fire on board now. And a detonation, and she's going down. That's it. Whatever their cargo was, it just detonated. Okay. While that ship is burning, turn towards it. Damage assessment. We have taken some hull damage. No systems damage at all. So we are good. We are... Let's say we are alright. It's not great, but it's alright. Watch officer. We call everybody from the weapons, watch crew to the bridge.
Seewache auf Brücke.
Yeah, that thing is gone. Nice. Very nice. Let's have a quick look. These guys can go back into the crew quarters and continue to rest. You too. Oh, I think they just blew up again. That thing is sinking rapidly. And it's basically gone. Oh yeah. Just like that, it's gone. How deep is the water here?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Tiefe unter Kiel ist 8,1.
We are relatively close to the coast. They certainly have sent out an SOS. Navigator, return us to course.
Gehen wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
We have to trust that they will be picked up by other Canadian vessels. We will resume our course and continue to head into the Gulf of Maine. Another small sinking for us. Let's see. Coastal freighter, 1,163 tons. Really not a lot. But a sinking is a sinking. And every little bit helps. Indeed it does. And 1,000 tons, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's decent enough for using a few deck gun shells. Just said that we took, I think, 2 hits in return. Let's observe the damage on our boat. No damage to be observed here. Looking over the side. No visible damage. At all, actually. Might be below the waterline. Yeah, there we got nicked just down there. But other than that, we seem to be fine. At least on this side, but I don't think they had an opportunity to hit the other side. I'll check really quick. Looks alright above water. Looks alright below water, except for that little nick where the shell basically passed clean through. We are okay. We are absolutely okay here. We are totally okay. As I said earlier, I think the best course of action right now is to dive and stay submerged for the next 4 or 5 hours. Continue to head towards the Gulf of Maine. And just wait out the aircraft that are certainly going to be looking for us. In contrast to the Americans, well, which we don't know yet because we haven't visited them yet, but in contrast to the Americans, the Canadians were on the ball. They were not completely unprepared and unreasonable when U-boats started to appear off their shores. So, I think this shall be it for today. We had a little small deckhand engagement. I brought you some news that I'm certain are very welcome to many of you, because I know many of you also watch Wolfpack. And I'm really looking forward to the Wings Over Flanders Field series that he'll produce, and you can also look forward to mine. I guess I'll have to actually do it now. So, but first I'm gonna finish the Armor series that is currently running Saturdays. And then maybe a quick look at the newest Gunner Heat PC update. And then maybe the Wings Over Flanders Field series can start. I will need some time because I will want to prepare 2 or 3 episodes in advance before that series starts, and the first episodes will take a lot of time to produce. So I really need to get time together to, well, in parallel to this here, which also takes a lot of time, trust me, to somehow find the time to do that as well. But I'll manage somehow. So for now, thank you very much for watching today's episode, even though it was a short one, and let me know in the comments what you think of the news that I brought you today. Maybe some of you have watched Wolfpack's stream as well. I know some of you have been there. Some said hi when they noticed me in that stream. So, thank you very much for that. And with those words, once again, thank you very much. I hope to see you again next time. Until then, have some really great days and goodbye.